Good morning for one of our favorite spots in the house, the porch tent. But I wanted to show you our harnesses really quick. Go through our favorite harnesses for Dachshunds are the Herta padded Y harnesses. Now they're all the same, but they have two. No, they have two clips, not toys. Two clips on either side here, so when you put it on they do have to slip over the head. Yeah, you want one on? You want one on? Okay. No? Come here, Otter. He's not a fan of harnesses either. Anyway, it's got to slip over the head like this, and then you hook the straps around it. We have it in different colors. This is ruby, it's a hot pink. This is cinnamon. This is peacock, it's a teal. We have, let's see, I have other colors, they're in the house. This is Lingen, which is a maroon type color, but we also have black in the house. We have those. Then probably our next choice of harnesses. So I've always talked about the Velcro casual choke free harness. This is really great. We don't hike with these because it fits. Let me see you. Nope. He's like, oh no. Oh no, I don't know what that is. Let me show, model. Nope, he doesn't want to. I'm not gonna make him. Anyway, it fits around. This sits right behind the neck on the top. And then this sits right in the armpits right here. And so we don't hike for long distances. It's a mesh. It's not really stretchy, but it's more breathable. But it also means it's porous and it collects a lot of dirt and sand. So these are great. Gretel wore this when she was on crate rest for 10 weeks. And then when we travel, I leave harnesses on. So sometimes I leave this on because it's really comfortable for the dogs. So that's the Velcro choke free. But as far as active harnesses, our next choice really, I mean, we use these, the Herta padded Y, 90% of the time at least, if not more. I did get this one, which is similar yet different. What's different about it, and I'll try and show a picture later of Summit in it, but if you look, instead of this being 90 degree here, it's at an angle. This is back towards the back of the body, which means that this strap sits more here on the back on the rib cage than here in the armpit. These don't, still on mine, fit right in the armpit, but they fit a little closer, and that's where you get the chafing. So anything over 10 miles, even in these, we can start to get chafing, especially if it's wet or muddy. So this is my attempt. We actually haven't had a chance to test it on anything longer than 10 miles more than once. It did good the first time. But this is custom ordered from Sweden, so probably not something you're going to get, but it's called Happy Pooch, and if you want to look it up, you can. I do like this. This is the Rough Wear High and Light. So kind of same style as the padded Y, except it's got some panels here. It's got more of a chest panel. Normally they can't wear harnesses with the chest panel in between the legs because they're so narrow on a Dachshund. But this is actually a narrow strap. It's a little more flexible. This doesn't cause the same chafing. This is actually ours, but you can't get this color anymore. It's just solid gray. This is Otter's. This is Winston's, who was the black and tan that was just here. He's one of our guest dogs. But when I do the color matching later, you'll see, so I brought them both out because this is a current color that's offered. This is the same, basically the same harness. So this is a cross between the High and Light and then the Webmaster on Rough Wear that has, it's more of a robust, it does have a handle, although I never pick my Dachshunds up just by the handle because you have to support the rear. But it does, and I'm getting really hot here in the sun. Sorry, I'm not really looking at you because it's bright and I am perspiring a little. Anyway, so it's longer on the body. This one also doesn't chafe as bad because these, if at all, because these fit back a little bit farther on the rib cage. But you also have this in the back. So this harness is a lot more secure for Dachshunds that like to back out. In fact, it's I wouldn't say impossible, but near impossible. This is a discontinued color, the teal, but there is one with a blue version. And then this is Dachshund Delights. It's the Hug-A-Dog vest harness in mesh. And the mesh is always black, but you can choose the different piping. And so you can get different colors with that. It does Velcro here. It Velcros around the neck and it Velcros around the chest. We don't use this one for long hikes. Short hikes are okay. Longer hikes, it'll chafe. But this is also an excellent harness for Dachshunds that like to back out, because just the way it fits, it's tight. You can actually even order a custom one, although they're meant for Dachshunds, and it's very flexible, so it fits very tightly. That one, and then this is the Rough Wear Front Range. Not our favorite. It's basically the high and light, but it's more substantial. It's thicker. This is very thin and flexible. This is thicker and stiffer. Both of these harnesses do have a clip on the front. I don't know if it ever. Oh, mine actually doesn't. That's interesting. The new one does. The old version does not. But the front range has. This is like a no pull front loop. So when the dog pulls on the leash, it turns the dog back around. But we wear it occasionally for shorter walks and hikes. I do like it. And I mean, it's kind of stylish. That's mainly why I like it. This panel is also narrow, just like that one. So it doesn't work. We were early testers on this one. It actually doesn't work for Summit and Gretel because their legs are more turned in and they have less space between the legs. But Otter's legs are straight, and he's bigger too. He's 14 pounds, so he's a small standard. So this harness does work on him. These will work on Summit and Gretel. Not for really long hikes though, because here's the chafing, but they definitely work for Otter. So I'll show you some color matching with our favorite leashes in just a minute. So this is my favorite leash. It's from Hightail Hikes. It's made of biothane, which is a PVC or it's not really rubber. I would say PVC coated webbing. So it's very strong. It's a vegan leather, they call it sometimes. I wouldn't say it feels exactly like leather, but it is similar weight. Kind of similar feel to it. The best thing about them is, hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. So I got the leash dirty. So this is mud. Very common in the Northwest, even in the summer. But yeah, so as you can see, the water, it doesn't soak in. The mud kind of stays on the surface. Even if I kind of shake it off, it dries. You can get dust on there. The great thing is you can just take a wet rag. Sometimes I do need to use a little bit of a scrub brush, but for the most part, take a wet rag. And mud is gone. You can't even tell it was dirty. So I love these leashes. I use almost exclusively these leashes since I discovered them about, I don't know, three years ago or so. I have a lot of colors. I'll do some color matching with the harnesses I showed you in just a minute. Because these leashes come in a lot of different colors. This is the 3/8 width. It is 6 feet long. It's got your typical brass hook on the end. Hoping this is focusing okay in the video. It's really bright out. I can't see. Handle. There are some others that are 3/8 inch these are sewn, and I just don't like the way it looks, and I don't feel like it's strong enough. I really like the brass rivets on these. So anyway, these are my favorite leashes. Highly recommended. To all of these products that I'm showing you today, I will leave links in the comments of the video. Now I'm going to go through some color matching with these harnesses. These are the color samples for the Hightail Hikes leashes. So again, here's the flag line. This is an older color. All of it's dark teal, although it does have these accents that are yellowish, kind of lime green. So if I was going to pick a color for this harness, I would probably pick the yellow that goes with the logo. This lime greenish I'd probably go with that. Or the teal goes with it. The sage would kind of go. Obviously, it's lighter. The teal is more of an exact match. If I wanted a contrast with it, I don't know. The brown is kind of my default for a lot of things. But yeah, the contrast, I'd probably do the goldenrod, which is this kind of yellow. So here's the Herdipated Y in Lingen. It's kind of a maroon red. I don't really like the red with it. I would probably go maybe with this purple. But like I said, I don't know. I like the teal. It goes with almost everything. So I'd do the teal if I wanted a contrast. So I would probably do, yeah, if I wanted to go with, I would do like the purple or the brown or the teal as a contrast. Here is cinnamon, which is kind of a burnt orange. I would probably do the brown or purple with this one also, or again, teal, because it goes with everything, because I love teal. Here is the High and Light, Rough Wear High and Light. And there is a granite color that's not on here, but it's still more of a I have to contact the company, more of a purple gray. With this one, I usually pick the yellow because I like that it goes with the Rough Wear logo. But really, I mean, you could go, it's gray, so it's like a neutral. So you can go with any color you wanted. It's getting kind of messed up, but any of your favorite colors would go with this one. It's all the different color wheel. This is the Rough Wear front range. And I did order the Ocean, but it's more of a tealish blue now that I look at it. It does kind of go with that medium blue there, but this bluebird color that's seasonal goes exactly with the straps and really with that color, the major color on it. This is the Sage too. This is blue, not green, so and then this color also goes with it, but it's more of a purple than those are. But as you can see, there's a lot of colors. This one, the red doesn't go with it exactly, but I could do red. I might do black, or again, teal goes with everything. This is a Herdipated Y in Peacock, which is a teal. So again, teal goes with everything. I also do like the Sage and the Forest Green. This is Forest Green with it. So teal, sage, forest green. Sorry, not that one. Go with it. There is another color. It's called Ruby, I believe, which is a hot pink. So the Flamingo kind of goes with it, but it's kind of a hot pink, like pinker than this one. And then there's the Coral. So those would kind of go. Of course, the brown can always go with it. And if you wanted like contrasty, but coordinate the purple. But one thing fun you could do here is you could pick, let's say, the Coral to go with this one, yet use it on this one, or maybe even the hot pink. Use it on this one, and then pick the teal, which goes with this color, and use it for this dog. So you've got same colors, different harnesses, and then you don't notice as much that these two don't match. This is another color of the High and Light harness. The gray is no longer available, but this is Winston's, and so I'm just using it as an example. The Sage goes really well with the straps. Of course, teal goes with everything. You could do the goldenrod, the yellow to go with the logo, and then the Coral goes best with this color here. And the Dachshund Delights vest harness, I mean, obviously black, brown, but because it's a neutral, you could really do any color you wanted with it. Could go with that one. These are all the different colors. This is really a teal dark blue. I would probably go with
Nothing matches it exactly. That's more blue. Purples are no. I would just probably go with the teal. Just because, like I said, teal goes with everything. It mostly goes with the straps. Doesn't really go with that one. I think the closest to that one, so these are the different blues. The closest to that strap, there isn't really one, to be honest. So yeah, I would probably go, or just if you want to do something different altogether, go with the brown. You know, that's neutral, goes with anything. But yeah, if it was me, I would just use the teal, or possibly the sage might go with it.